Have you ever wondered why the more you try to control your life, the more it seems that the answers move farther away from you? Perhaps you have spent days, months, or even years trying to attract abundance, opportunities, or stability. Thinking more, working more, striving more. And yet, in the silence of the night, when everything becomes calm, an uncomfortable question appears. Why hasn't it happened yet? There is a paradox that many ancient traditions understood, and that modern science is beginning to rediscover. Many of the deepest transformations do not arise from constant effort, but from a change in the internal state from which we observe reality. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains this clearly when he speaks about the relationship between consciousness and experience. What occurs in our external life usually begins much earlier, in an invisible space where thoughts, emotions, and attention begin to reorganize the information that the brain and the body transmit to the environment. As if reality were a kind of field that is sensitive to the way the mind and the heart synchronize. Great opportunities, unexpected synchronicities, even changes that seem miraculous, often begin in a quiet place, an inner space where the mind stops chasing and begins to tune in. Tonight you are going to explore that space. If these words resonate with you, perhaps it is not a coincidence that you have arrived here. This space, Mastery of Manifestation, is a conscious practice community where thousands of people gather every day to train their minds, expand their awareness, and remember. As Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, that when we change our internal state, we begin to change our reality. If you feel that this message accompanies you, you can subscribe and walk with us in this daily practice. 1 and if you wish to seal your intention in this moment, comment, I allow abundance to reorganize in my life. Every conscious intention strengthens the field of transformation that we are creating together. What is interesting is that what you have just heard is not only a philosophical reflection, it is also a phenomenon that modern science has begun to observe very carefully. There is a particular moment every night when the human brain enters a deeply receptive state, the instant when the conscious mind begins to relax and the body prepares to sleep. During that transition, slower brain patterns appear, especially alpha and theta waves, states that neuroscience has associated with creativity, deep learning, and access to the subconscious. At that point, the analytical mind loses strength, and the nervous system becomes much more open to reorganizing internal information. Dr. Joe Dispenza has explained in multiple studies that when the brain enters these states, the identity that we normally repeat throughout the day begins to become flexible. Emotions, memories, and patterns of thought can reorganize more easily because the body is no longer reacting to the past with the same intensity. In that state, the mind stops operating only as a memory of the past and begins to interact with what some models of consciousness describe as a field of possibilities, a space where multiple potentials exist, waiting for internal coherence in order to manifest. Understanding this is important. But what truly becomes meaningful happens when these ideas meet your own experience. Perhaps you know very well that moment at night when the body wants to rest, but the mind remains active, reviewing decisions, worrying about money, imagining scenarios, or wondering why, despite so much effort, certain changes have still not arrived. Many people experience exactly that silent moment, when the world becomes calm, but the thoughts continue searching for answers. This meditation is designed precisely for that space. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when the body approaches sleep, the brain enters a state where internal patterns can reorganize more easily. Instead of continuing to repeat the same worries, you can begin to use this moment to create a new coherence between mind, emotion, and possibility. And when you begin to observe your experience with that clarity, an important understanding appears. Many of the limitations we feel in life do not arise only from external circumstances, but from the way we learn to perceive ourselves. For years, we repeat the same identity, the same story, the same emotions, until that version of ourselves begins to feel completely real. But modern science has begun to show something interesting. At a fundamental level, matter is not as solid or as fixed as it appears. In the subatomic world, what we observe can behave like a particle or like energy, depending on the state from which it is observed. Dr. Joe Dispenza uses this idea as a powerful metaphor about human identity. When a person remains trapped in the same thoughts and emotions, they behave like a fixed particle, repeating the same reality again and again. But when consciousness becomes wider, when the body relaxes and the mind enters deeper states, such as theta waves, something begins to change. Identity becomes more flexible, more open, more creative. And in that space, the person stops being only the story they have lived and begins to become consciousness interacting with a much broader field of possibilities. As you begin to understand that your identity can expand beyond the story you have repeated for years, a new way of relating to reality also begins to open. Because if consciousness can change, then the way your mind, your body, and your emotions interact with the world can change as well. This is where this practice begins to make sense. Night is not only a moment for the body to rest, it is also one of the most powerful moments to reorganize internal states. When the nervous system begins to slow down and the brain approaches alpha and theta waves, a natural condition is created where mental patterns can reorganize more easily. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that in these states, something appears that science describes as coherence. A synchronization between the brain, the heart, and the nervous system that allows the mind to stop reacting to the past and begin to open itself to new possibilities. This meditation uses exactly that moment. You do not need to force anything, nor try to control every outcome in your life. Your only role here is much simpler: to choose the internal state you wish to experience, and when that state becomes coherent, the body learns a new way of being in the world, and reality begins to reorganize around that new frequency. When you understand that your role in this process is to choose an internal state, the possibility also appears to express that decision in a clear and conscious way. The human mind responds very strongly to symbolic acts, because every time an intention is declared clearly, the brain begins to reorganize its attention, its energy, and its expectations around that decision. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when a thought is combined with a coherent emotion, that thought stops being only a passing idea and begins to become a signal that the body and the brain take seriously. The intention begins to gain stability, and the nervous system begins to learn a new internal state. That is why, before continuing, you can perform a small conscious gesture. If you feel that this experience resonates with you, write in the comments a simple phrase that represents your decision to enter this new frequency. Something as simple as, "I allow new possibilities to manifest in my life." It is not only about participating in a video. This type of gesture works as an internal anchor. By expressing it, your mind recognizes that something is beginning to change. You do not need to control every detail of the path. You only need to choose the state from which you want to walk it. And that decision is already reorganizing your energy. The intention you have just expressed is not only a symbolic gesture, it also reflects a principle that has been studied by researchers who explore how mental states influence biology and the way we experience reality. One of the best-known references in this field is Dr. Joe Dispenza, who has dedicated decades to researching the relationship between mind, brain, and personal transformation. His studies on neuroplasticity show that the brain is not a fixed structure. It can constantly reorganize itself when we change the way we think and feel. Dr. Joe Dispenza also speaks about coherence between the heart and the brain, a state in which emotions and thoughts begin to synchronize. Interestingly, the moments just before sleep make this process easier because the brain leaves behind its analytical activity and enters more receptive states, such as theta waves. It is precisely that moment that this practice takes advantage of, to open space for new internal possibilities. Understanding how this process works is important. But what is truly transformative happens when you begin to experience it within yourself. Dr. Joe Dispenza often reminds us that knowledge by itself does not change a life. What transforms the brain and the body is the direct experience of a new state of consciousness. That is why this is a good moment to allow everything you have understood to begin turning into an internal experience. Gently settle into your bed. Allow your body to find a comfortable and natural position. The night has a special quality. The outer world becomes quieter, and the nervous system slowly begins to release the activity of the day. With more softness, with more stability, Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when the body begins to relax deeply, the brain also begins to change its electrical rhythm. Approaching slower and more receptive states, allow that stillness to expand little by little. As if the body were no longer only a physical structure, and we're beginning to feel like a field of calm energy. Stable, receptive. You do not need to do anything else. Simply be here, allowing the body to learn how to rest. As the body begins to feel more supported and calm, the breath can become the natural bridge that takes you into an even deeper state of relaxation. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when we breathe consciously, the nervous system begins to reorganize itself, and the body slowly learns to leave survival mode. Gently close your eyes, if you have not already done so, and take a moment to perceive the weight of your body resting on the bed. There is nothing to solve right now, nothing to analyze, only the natural rhythm of your breathing accompanying you in this moment. Inhale slowly, as if with each breath you allow a sensation of clarity and calm energy to enter your body. Hold the air for a moment, feeling how that energy stabilizes within you, like a silent presence that begins to fill every internal space. And exhale slowly, allowing the tension of the day, the worries, or any memory that still weighs on your mind to gently dissolve. Dr. Joe Dispenza often says that every conscious breath sends a new signal to the body, reminding it that it is safe to relax. Inhale once again. Feel, hold, and release. With each cycle, the past loses its strength and the body learns to enter into calm. As the breath continues to become slower and deeper, the sensation of rigid identity that normally accompanies the conscious mind also begins to soften. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when the body enters a state of deep relaxation, the brain begins to free itself from the automatic patterns that repeat the same personal story again and again. Allow that calm to expand a little more. Feel how the muscles of the face relax. The jaw releases. The neck stops holding unnecessary tension, and the shoulders gently drop as if the weight of the day were beginning to disappear. As the body enters this rest, something else also begins to happen in the mind. In this moment, you do not need to be your job, nor your responsibilities, not even the worries that usually occupy your thoughts. Dr. Joe Dispenza often reminds us that when we stop identifying with the past, a wider experience of consciousness appears. Imagine then that your mind is like a calm ocean, vast, silent. On the surface, thoughts, memories, and images may appear, but in the depths of the ocean there is stillness. Remain there for a moment, like consciousness observing, resting, open to a much wider field of possibilities. When the mind stops clinging to everyday concerns, a much wider inner space appears, a silent place where attention can move towards something deeper. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that in this state of calm, the heart begins to play an essential role because it is not only a physical organ, but also a powerful center of emotional coherence. Gently bring your attention to the center of your chest, without effort, simply perceiving that area of the body. Perhaps you can feel the natural rhythm of the heart, or a calm presence that begins to expand. Now imagine a small pulse of golden light appearing in that place, a soft light that beats slowly, synchronized with your breathing and with each heartbeat. Dr. Joe Dispenza speaks about heart coherence as a signal that the body sends to the brain, reminding it that it can enter into balance. Allow that light to grow little by little, expanding beyond your body, connecting with the intelligence that sustains life, as if your energy were beginning to enter into harmony with a much broader field. When the heart enters that state of coherence, and the mind stops resisting what is, something interesting happens. It is no longer necessary to chase what you wish to experience in your life. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when thoughts and emotions begin to align, the body sends a new signal to the brain, and that signal begins to change the way you perceive the possibilities around you. In this state, abundance, opportunities, or personal transformations do not need to be forced. The mind simply learns to tune into the internal state that corresponds to those experiences. That is why. In this moment, you do not need to ask for anything, nor try to convince yourself of anything. Just remain here, in this calm, allowing your mind and your body to continue entering into balance. Dr. Joe Dispenza often explains that when the brain approaches theta waves, especially in the moments before sleep, the subconscious becomes more receptive to new associations. Imagine then that your mind is like a system that begins to reorganize its internal programming. installing new perspectives, new emotions, new possibilities. Allow my voice to become a calm reference for your mind, accompanying you while the body enters deeper and deeper into rest. You do not need to stay awake. Simply allow the process to continue, even as you fall asleep. I am someone connected to an unlimited source of prosperity. I open myself fully to receiving abundance from all directions. The energy of abundance flows through me without restriction. I allow myself to live in harmony with the abundance that surrounds me. Each day, I awaken more receptive to the prosperity of the universe. I am aligned with the natural rhythm of universal flow. I feel supported by an infinite intelligence that always provides. I am someone who turns every experience into expansion. I am vibrating at the exact frequency of prosperity. Abundance finds me wherever I am. I allow myself to receive with love everything the universe wishes to give me. Prosperity comes to me with ease, grace, and purpose. I am surrounded by infinite ways of being blessed. My life is a reflection of the prosperous order of the universe. I connect with a higher consciousness that multiplies everything I touch. I am in constant communion with universal abundance. I feel my energetic field filling with wholeness. Each breath brings me closer to my prosperous nature. I am willing to let abundance move through me without limits. I am a clear channel, through which the wealth of creation flows. I feel inspired by the infinite possibilities around me. I am activating a new dimension of prosperity in my life. I open myself to financial, emotional, and spiritual miracles. The universe responds swiftly to my vibration of worthiness. Every cell in my body resonates with gratitude and abundance. I allow myself to release all resistance to receiving. I am entering a space of effortless expansion. I move with lightness within the universal flow. Every step I take is supported by the field of abundance. I am experiencing a reality where everything arrives at the perfect time. I connect with the invisible order that organizes prosperity. My life is filled with signs of wealth and wholeness. I allow myself to live in total harmony with the generous universe. Everything I give returns, multiplied with love. My clear intention opens doors I had not seen before. I recognize myself as an essential part of the universal movement of abundance. I am available for a new life full of possibilities. I feel the limitless beginning to manifest effortlessly. I allow myself to raise my vibration to receive more. Prosperity does not depend on time, but on my frequency. I am creating an abundant reality from the stillness of my being. I am a person whose natural energy is expansive and receptive. I remain in gratitude even before receiving. The universe always finds creative ways to bless me. I am inhabiting a consciousness where all things are possible. I allow myself to see beauty and richness in everything around me. I am learning to receive as an act of self-love. Each day reveals a new expression of prosperity. My awareness is anchored in the divine order of expansion. I am remembering that abundance is my original state. I feel deeply worthy of everything I desire. I am allowing life to surprise me with unexpected abundance. I surround myself with frequencies that reflect wholeness. I am aligned with the wisdom of the generous universe. I receive with open arms everything the universe wishes to give me. I am creating effortlessly from the energy of gratitude. I am a witness to the power of the invisible made tangible. I allow myself to flourish in every area of my life. My expansion contributes to the well-being of the whole. I am tuned into the frequency of shared abundance. My vibrational field is full of signs of prosperity. I am receptive to the secret language of opportunities. I move with certainty within an unlimited reality. I am a living expression of the universal creative power. I am awakening to a consciousness of infinite wealth. I allow myself to open to levels of abundance I never imagined. I am ready to live a life that reflects the greatness of the universe. Every elevated thought creates a new possibility for expansion. I am co-creating with the universe a radiant and fulfilling life. I choose to live from fullness, not from need. I am attracting experiences that expand my soul and my life. I allow myself to shine and be seen by the generous universe. My soul recognizes wealth as a natural extension of love. I am gently and compassionately releasing all scarcity programming. I feel supported by an invisible network of infinite provision. I am choosing a new narrative of abundance and expansion. Life cares for me, nourishes me, and rewards me. I am aligning my body, mind, and energy with wholeness. I allow myself to receive without needing to prove anything. My being expands with every manifestation that unfolds. I feel that my existence is a magnet for blessings. I am in complete openness to the loving order of the universe. I allow myself to witness financial and spiritual magic in my life. I am releasing my limits to experience totality. Everything around me is a mirror of my inner abundance. I am ready to let in more beauty, wealth, and light. My energy is available to sustain a new abundance. I am learning to live from an open and receptive heart. am a presence that radiates prosperity wherever I go. I am being guided toward experiences that reflect my worthiness. I allow myself to celebrate every new sign of expansion. I am remembering that I don't need to force anything to receive it. Each breath tunes me into the unlimited. I am allowing the extraordinary to become my everyday. I connect with the eternal flow of universal provision. I am vibrating to the perfect rhythm of my natural abundance. I am effortlessly expanding into a new expression of life. I allow myself to fully trust in universal intelligence. I am seeing abundance where I once saw limits. I declare that I already am everything I need to live in wholeness. Invisible paths are opening for abundance to arrive with ease. Life responds with generosity to every frequency of gratitude. Each elevated thought activates new doors of provision. The unlimited flows through me in ways I didn't understand before. The universe gives more than what is asked for, when received with faith. From inner silence, streams of inexhaustible prosperity emerge. The flow of creation aligns with deep trust. Blessings multiply when the heart is at peace. Everything that vibrates in harmony manifests effortlessly. Signs of expansion appear even in the smallest things. The quantum field responds precisely to a clear intention. Abundance manifests when there is space for it to enter. Receiving with openness is an act of love toward life. What is held with certainty inevitably materializes. Universal energy thought celebrates every conscious expansion. When there is inner gratitude, life becomes more generous. Nothing is out of reach for a mind in coherence. Each cycle renews with more clarity, more purpose, and more fullness. Possibilities are infinite when you dwell in the frequency of worthiness. Everything is available here and now, without the need to struggle. Abundance begins the moment resistance ends. Sustained well-being creates a magnetic field of miracles. What vibrates high always finds a way to manifest. Each day is an invitation to receive more with less effort. The natural order of life is expansion, growth, and wholeness. Deep connection with the present is the gateway to the unlimited. Every decision made from peace creates space for abundance. Where there is trust, there is constant provision. What is appreciated multiplies unconditionally. The field responds more to emotional certainty than to urgency. Everything reorganizes when the inner frequency shifts. Harmony attracts more resources than any strategy. The universe gently guides us to spaces where everything is already available. The genuine feeling of fullness creates expansive realities. Abundance becomes the reflection of an inner system in balance. Opportunities appear more often when control is released. Coherence between thought and emotion materializes with greater speed. The external always adapts to what vibrates within. Universal abundance has no limits, only internal permissions. All resistance dissolves when trust is chosen. Ideas born from clear intention carry multiplying power. The lighter the heart, the more open the door to the new. Every form of prosperity begins with an emotional frequency. Mental peace allows the invisible to take form. Everything given with love returns amplified. Conscious decisions open channels that were once closed. Expansion becomes inevitable when effort is released. The universe never withholds what is already aligned. All forms of wealth are expressions of inner balance. Abundance arrives in gentle waves when there is surrender. With every act of presence, access to the unlimited is activated. The frequency of gratitude transforms even what once felt stuck. A vision sustained with love always comes to life. What is authentic always thrives because it is born of the soul. It's not necessary to know the how, only to hold the why. Creation responds generously to firm yet light intention. Opportunities arrive at the exact moment urgency is released. Where there is inner expansion, the outer world reorganizes. Joy opens more doors than worry ever could. More is manifested through feeling than through thinking. What is visualized with love becomes inevitable. Abundance is not something to chase. It is something to allow. What is deep manifests without the need for explanation. Every moment of surrender is a point of creation. The emptiness embraced with love fills with possibilities. The soul recognizes what is already its own, and that is enough. Universal energy knows no lack, only expansion. Hidden blessings appear when resistance softens. Every form of prosperity is born from gentle certainty. The universe arranges everything in favor of those who vibrate in openness. The most direct path to abundance is acceptance. What feels like truth becomes real. Every space of gratitude becomes an antenna for new blessings. Receiving requires no effort, only availability. Inner coherence accelerates outer manifestation. Nothing is too big for a mind aligned with the heart. The universe expresses itself more clearly in a relaxed body. Every abundant reality begins with a felt thought. Miracles happen the very moment they are no longer demanded. Everything needed is already on its way when trust is present. The invisible works in favor of desires born from expansion. Every word born from certainty holds creative power. The field responds better to stillness than to haste. When control is released, the flow is restored. Every vision that honors life is destined to be fulfilled. Inner calm is the best ground for creation. Silent faith is more powerful than any plan. Abundance becomes the new normal when what already exists is honored. An open heart is the portal through which all things new enter. Forms adjust themselves when energy is in coherence. Each day is a quantum field awaiting direction. What once seemed distant now vibrates within reach. Worthiness is not earned, it is recognized. What is held with devotion finds its form. Every elevated intention has universal support. When the waiting is honored, the manifestation arrives whole. What is essential manifests without effort. More is received when there are no rigid expectations. Abundance is felt first, and then it arrives. The universe opens where there is surrender, not where there is pressure. The quantum field responds precisely to the energy of gratitude. True expansion happens when trust is unconditional. Each new moment holds a seed of abundance waiting to be activated. Life is ready to give more than was ever thought possible. The natural flow of existence is effortless wholeness. Nothing is withheld from those who have released all expectations. Every desire born of love is guaranteed its path. The universe gives without measure to those who remain open. Every particle of reality vibrates with the impulse of expansion. What is essential arrives when it is allowed without doubt. Inner clarity attracts outer blessings effortlessly. What once seemed unlikely now feels inevitable. Abundance cannot be forced. It is cultivated in the present. Every instant is an opportunity to receive more by doing less. Emotional coherence acts like a magnet for all that is good. When the heart aligns, life responds in full. What is received is what one is ready to hold with love. The invisible always works in favor of genuine trust. Serenity is the key that opens the doors to abundance. Conscious surrender allows the universal order to be revealed. There are no limits for those who act from the frequency of oneness. All forms of wealth are born from a present mind. Where there is alignment, there are natural and harmonious results. Expansion arrives through softness, not pressure. Every clear image held with emotion becomes matter. The right opportunities appear at the perfect moment. When you vibrate with joy, reality responds with gifts. There's no need to push, only to allow. The most powerful energy is that of someone who already feels whole. Access to the unlimited is activated in deep states of presence. Every loving thought prepares the ground for abundance. When fear is released, receiving begins. Elevated ideas are seeds of future prosperity. What is honored in silence blossoms into greatness. Receiving becomes a sacred act when practiced without guilt. Abundance is closest to those who know how to see without anxiety. Paths open for those who walk with serene faith. Every creation begins as a vibration gently sustained. When the body relaxes, the universe flows more freely. Trust is the frequency that organizes the invisible. Every blessing is a direct response to an elevated emotion. Expansion never stops when it's allowed to flow. Universal abundance is expressed in all forms of the present. The perfect rhythm of life is revealed when control is released. What vibrates in unity always multiplies. The deepest creations are born in the silent heart. Every conscious breath activates new forms of provision. Inner beauty Yahut attracts harmonious external manifestations. The generosity of the universe has no conditions, only receivers. What is celebrated grows stronger and repeats itself. True abundance begins when desire no longer comes from lack. Where there is gratitude, there are more reasons to be grateful. The universe responds better to love than to effort. What is received with humility becomes lasting. Every pure intention finds its natural channel of expression. The right doors open without being forced. Every step taken in faith leaves traces of prosperity. The unexpected is always more generous than the planned. Surrender activates outcomes that logic cannot explain. Everything held with integrity blossoms into fullness. Inner calm is the fertile ground of creation. Each new morning brings a fresh dose of abundance. Well-being is built from clean thoughts and elevated emotions. Receiving is also an act of love toward life. The energy of the universe leaves no emptiness. Everything is filled with purpose when one vibrates in truth. Everything aligns effortlessly. The soul's vibrational language creates results before words do. Where there is surrender, there are miracles. All that is good flows toward where there is acceptance. Universal wealth reveals itself at the rhythm of surrender. Empty spaces are open fields for new possibilities. Every expansion begins with a sustained, elevated emotion. Softness is more transformative than force. The universe takes care of what is created with awareness. Inner alignment attracts all that is ready to manifest. What is visualized with faith and felt with joy cannot fail. Every step taken in trust multiplies the outcome. Abundance is a frequency, not a goal. What once seemed distant draws near with inner change. All loving energy set in motion returns magnified. Life rewards emotional clarity more than control. There are no limits for those who remain in a state of gratitude. Every manifestation begins with the choice to believe. More is received when expectations are released. Ongoing openness generates continuous provision. What is aligned does not need to be forced. Synchronicity happens when the heart and mind cooperate. Every affirmation spoken from the soul is a command to the universe. Expansion is a consequence of coherence. What is simple and true generates abundance effortlessly. Every loving desire already has a path created. Consistent faith perfectly reshapes reality. What is honored through intention manifests into matter. Inner truth magnetizes what is destined. Every vibration of peace creates lasting results. Decisions born of the soul always prosper. Where there is joy, there is multiplication. Abundance grows where there is inner balance. What already feels real begins to become visible. Life gives itself fully when it is lived without conditions. Life manifests in abundance when what already is honored. Every pure thought expands the field of possibilities. The universe responds better to trusting silence than to tense expectation. Wholeness is cultivated through presence, not effort. What flows from the heart materializes with greater strength. Inner balance allows external abundance to be sustained. Each elevated emotion leaves a trail of expansion in reality. What is simple, when felt with truth, becomes sacred. Deep gratitude magnetizes higher realities. Blessings arrive when they are no longer measured or feared. Receiving becomes natural when the soul is at rest. Each frequency attuned to life creates abundance at its own pace. What feels like certainty eventually manifests as form. Life organizes itself perfectly around sustained well-being. Every decision made from peace activates invisible provisions. Abundance is not chased, it is embodied. Where there is lightness, there is manifestation. What is given without attachment returns in freedom. Every honest creation is born of a coherent emotion. The most lasting expansion comes from the most authentic connection. Opportunities arrive quietly when the mind is clear. What is embraced without resistance blooms unconditionally. The soul that trusts becomes a bridge for abundance. Inner softness allows everything to flow without friction. Paths clear when they are walked with certainty. All wealth is a response to a heart that has already chosen to receive. What is sustained in vibration becomes inevitable in form. Every act of silent faith arranges entire realities. The highest frequency is not the most intense, it is the most stable. Receiving becomes easy when urgency is released. Every moment lived with gratitude transforms the environment. Everything aligns more quickly when the intention is pure. Wholeness reveals itself when the moment is accepted as it is. There is no manifestation without an emotion to accompany it. What is desired without tension is already on its way. Life's order is perfect for those who stop forcing. What arrives gently remains without struggle. Abundance finds its home in open minds and peaceful hearts. Each new breath can be the beginning of a new reality. What is calmly imagined materializes with greater strength. Decisions vibrated from the soul move entire dimensions. Every elevated idea carries its own solution. When action comes from joy, everything multiplies. Abundance is not a goal, it is an available state. The universe manifests faster when we cooperate, not when we demand. What once was hard is now given with ease. A pure desire already contains the energy of its fulfillment. Everything reorganizes when fear is released. The frequency of well-being is more powerful than any strategy. What is honored from within inevitably reflects outward. Every moment held in coherence creates new outcomes. The field responds more clearly to sincere emotion. Receiving comes without guilt when one understands everything is already deserved. All lasting expansion is born from deep peace. The universe withholds nothing that is in resonance. The most generous forms appear when the search ends. The invisible acts with precision when the heart opens. What is offered with authenticity returns in abundance. Every vibration of gratitude becomes a key. When one vibrates in sufficiency, overflow becomes natural. Total surrender activates an effortless reality. There is nothing to fear when living in connection with the Source. Everything begins to flow when we realize we already have it all. Inner peace is the most powerful magnet in the universe. Every harmonious thought builds a new level of reality. What is held with tenderness becomes a solid manifestation. Blessings that arrive without expectation last longer. Felt truth has more creative power than 1,000 words. The quantum field vibrates to the rhythm of sustained intention. When life is lived from certainty, doubt disappears. Steady trust produces coherent realities. Everything that is celebrated multiplies by resonance. Well-directed soul energy creates effortlessly. Every act of surrender activates a new level of abundance. Everything that is lovingly allowed becomes tangible. The frequency of acceptance allows everyday magic. The universe responds without delay when the mind is still. What feels like destiny is already in manifestation. Every inspired decision opens invisible paths. Abundance settles in the heart that knows how to wait. Things arrive with more beauty when they are not rushed. Receiving with gratitude turns any amount into a miracle. Every elevated vision is born to be fulfilled. What once seemed impossible becomes ordinary with new awareness. Inner harmony opens doors that once went unseen. What is given without expectation returns multiplied. All true wealth begins as an inner sensation. What is accepted without judgment transforms effortlessly. Natural abundance flows from a calm soul. Everything aligns when control is released. True expansion honors the soul's timing. Every genuine emotion is a seed of creation. Wholeness needs no explanation, only acceptance. The most beautiful realities are born in stillness. What is blessed from the heart cannot fail. Answers arrive when the question disappears. A peaceful soul receives more than a restless mind. Everything is ready when we are too. The universe always gives more than we can imagine. Abundance is remembering you already belong to everything.